Welcome to part 5 of Ace Combat 6's DLC showcase. And in this video, we're taking the highway to the danger zone. Because it's time to show off the F-14D Super Tomcat. The single best mission to show off what the Tomcat can really do is Salumna Peak. Because it is all about long-range, air-to-air combat, which is the Tomcat's specialty. So let's go. Alright. So for this part, we've got 3 base F-14s. The American color, the Slovakian color, so looks like that. As you can see, you can looks kind of like the Yuktobanian color for the Super Tomcat in Ace 5. Then we've got the SP, or Valet. Then we've got 5 DLC that we'll be testing. War Dog from Ace 5. Zipang from Ace 5. Rosgreaves from Ace 5. It's like, yeah, these 5 had a lot of Tomcats. Jungle Wing. And Halloween. If you want to see how the Idolmaster handles, that would be mission 5 of my Idolmaster stream. Anyway, so of the base ones, we're going to take the standard American one because it is closest to my favorite, Jolly Roger. As you can see, its speed is near maxed, as well as the air-to-air. Its air-to-ground leaves a lot to be desired. It's fairly stable and fairly mobile, and can take some punishment. And its special weapons, it's got the XLAAs, the Sparrows, and the guided penetration bombs. We're going to be taking the Sparrows. Actually, no. For the first one, we're going to be taking the
Which plane should I pick? How about my weaponry?
You can keep
Are we ready to fly with these planes?
Garuda team, time to take off.
Check your plane and prepare for refueling. Reduce airspeed. Slow down, Garuda 1. Perfect, Garuda 1.
Bink.
Like waiting in line for the restroom. Plane 2, check your airband 120.95. All set, Garuda 1. Disconnect.
It's like waiting in line for the restroom.
All units return to formation upon refuel.
I feel the need. The need for speed! Well, the Tomcat's got lots of speed to spare. It's one of the fastest planes in this game.
Payback time. Grace Marriott dead ahead. The Stogies are on their way. They're not stupid, you know.
Now, the thing about the XLAAs in this game is they have to be fired at long range. Otherwise, they don't track that well. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing great. It's another day playing A6. I love playing A6.
Warning, enemy presence detected on radar. They know exactly what we plan to do. All planes, assume attack formation.
I can hardly see a thing. We've got mountains right below us. Watch your altitude, Talisman.
That was probably too close. They're not going to track. Oh. Nope.
Ghost eye to snake pit. Keep close tabs on the movement.
They don't start individually tracking till about 1,000 feet. Long live the layoff. I hope the layoff ends soon. God damn it, Shamrock. You kill it.
We have radar lock on.
I tagged one.
Yeah, they're too close for Phoenixes now. I'm gonna have to dogfight.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you!
Shamrock can practice with Chandelier. Boom. Also, fun trivia. This is the first mission where you can actually use the Tomcat in your first playthrough. The Siege on Silvat unlocks, your complete Siege on Silvat unlocks the Tomcat purchase.
Lock on. Missile struck target.
Pull those G's, pull those G's. There we go. Alright, we're gonna get rid of the Phoenixes and Cups and Sparrows. Because the rest of this is gonna be a little bit closer in. 15 assignments for band. Holy crap.
Garuda 1, you're approaching the return line. Maintain
Although,
your current
interesting
heading to return to
tidbit,
base and resupply.
with the full load of Phoenixes here, the Tomcat actually can't land. It's too heavy. So, if a Tomcat had to land while still carrying Phoenixes, it would have to dump some of them. But they would take off with this loadout in order, if they detected a bunch of enemy bombers coming in at long range to the carrier.
Garuda 1, you are cleared for takeoff. Garuda 1, altitude restrictions have been canceled.
It would be. But the Navy would much rather pay for a pilot dropping 2 to 4 Phoenixes, so in order to be light enough to land, rather than losing an entire Tomcat. Speaking of the Tomcat, I've heard rumors from people I know in the Navy that
Connecting ESM for Garuda 1.
at least for a time period in which they can get a replacement for the Hornet, they're considering bringing back a few Tomcats from the mothballs.
Another one. New aircraft detected. Approaching Warlock Battalion.
Because they have low mileage compared to the Hornets. And the F-35s can't do what the Hornets and Tomcats can do. Lightning is more of a strike fighter than a air superiority
gun
fighter.
range.
It wouldn't be the first time that the Navy pulls something out of mothballs as a lower mileage alternative to give them breathing room. The first instance that I know of is when they brought back the Iowa-class battleships as essentially guided missile
I've got a new
cruisers.
aircraft on radar. This must be a wave of attacks aimed at Warlock Battalion. I've got lock on. Launched missile.
Ow! Fuck. That requires a signal.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you. Garuda 1, report your damage.
Ow!
Gotcha.
It's been these green targeted Tomcats have been doing the damage to me.
Missile missed its target. This one's mine.
Oh, that was Talisman.
Enemy bomber approaching Fox Battalion. This is not going well. How did he shake me off?
Good work.
Ooh. Graduation ceremony in December. Wow. That's really delayed there. I mean, I know why, but
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
That's what I'm talking about. That was a little too easy. It's not over yet. Keep your eyes open. We got enemy bombers running overhead. Retreat! Retreat!
Alright, 15 sparrows, 51% damage, we can handle this.
Bandit, dead ahead. This one's mine. I think you're caught up in a jammer's web. Fly carefully. Things aren't as they seem. Damn, looks like they've got fighters mixed up with the jammers. I'll deal with the fighters. You take care of the jammers.
Garuda 1, ESM is active.
Enemy plane down.
Bam.
We got jammers mixed in with us. I'll take
That's 6
them all out.
sparrows.
Enemy jammers are set up to reduce our missile and radar capabilities. Watch out.
I'm taking fire. Just bag the jammer.
Where's the ray gun? That won't be out until Ace Combat 7 with the pulse lasers, sorry.
We can follow him closer. I have him. Garuda 2.
Actually, you know what, Nugget? I could get behind that. There's a lot of pomp and circumstance in American schooling that I don't think... I mean, yes, it's a sense of accomplishment, but basically completing high school means congratulations, unemployment starts now.
Commencing lock-on.
And way too many
Scored a kill.
kids go directly into college before they're ready, so they don't know what they want to do, and
Garuda 1 launch
they
missile.
don't really know what to major in
We have radar
because they don't know who they are yet.
locked on. Second jammer down.
Radar's back to normal. Take out the rest just like that.
And I speak from experience on that one. I went directly out of high school into the University of Kansas aerospace program. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have gone directly. I should have gone into the workforce because it was a huge culture shock.
My radar hasn't cleared up.
I wasn't ready.
There's still jammers out here.
Still don't know if I'm ready. But I know I'm in a lot better position than I was. God, 10 years ago.
Fox 2. Bandit at my 12. Locking on.
No, for graduation, instead of pomp and circumstance, they should play the Imperial March.
Garuda 1 launched missile. Third jammer down. Enemy aircraft down. Fourth jammer down.
Enemy bomber approaching Hawks Battalion.
Fifth jammer down.
I probably didn't need to fire 2 sparrows.
Garuda 1, ESM is active.
We're gonna head back to the carrier pretty soon here anyway.
Radar lock. Missile struck target.
Stupid tornado taking Sidewinder. Yeah, right there was a good demonstration of the Tomcat stability. I did like 3 complete loops in high G, and still I wasn't anywhere near stall speed.
What the? The enemy's starting to back off.
Tomcat is a beautiful
The chase is on.
Almost in effective range.
Aircraft. I only wish it had AMRAAMs.
Enemy plane in gun range. I've got something on radar. That's odd. Multiple small objects flying at slow speed through the airspace. Other aircraft are... Wait a minute. Warning, cruise missiles incoming. All planes break. What?
Alright, time to put the Tomcat speed into play.
All aircraft stay sharp. Look out. Those are the same missiles used to wipe out Grace Maria.
The Nimbus is unstoppable. Like ion, continue to engage. Enemy plane
All planes, cancel offensive and retreat. Garuda team, escort our planes out of there. You gotta be kidding me. How are we
Got it.
supposed to defend that?
Right as it became
Missiles
untargetable.
are being guided by observation planes. Shoot them down and the attacks will subside. Each missile's estimated range of impact shows up on radar. The observation plane should be located right in the center of that range.
Look how fast we're going. We're
Shoot
going
down
up
those observation planes. You've got to hold
14,000
out until all our
1,400
forces have been
knots.
safely evacuated. Connecting ESM for Garuda 1. Our evacuating forces have taken
Another
damage.
reason why the
Those
Tomcat
incoming
is
missiles
best
can be
suited for
stopped
this
if you
mission.
shoot down their observation
It's
planes.
fast enough to cross the vast distances without feeling, oh my god, it's so slow.
Garuda 1, you're approaching the return line.
Because we're already
Use
near the
your
carrier.
to return to base and resupply.
Garuda 1, commence carrier landing checks. You're clear to land. You're too high. Lower your nose. You're coming in too fast. Ease up on the throttle.
Bite me.
Perfect, Garuda 1. Garuda 1, commence carrier landing checks. You're clear to land. Garuda 1, you are cleared for takeoff.
A little wake.
Garuda 1,
Comes in play
altitude
too.
restrictions have been canceled. Good luck.
Connecting ESM for Garuda 1.
Alright, let's get some distance between us and the return line.
This one's mine.
Watch the birdie. What were you doing with that drone? We were communicating.
Radar lock.
Him.
Enemy plane in gun range. Target down.
Friendly aircraft are pulling out. It won't be long now.
Alright, there's the stall speed. This is our last.
Engines ready to fire. Commence countdown.
Our evacuating forces have taken additional damage. There should be an observation plane somewhere near each missile's point of impact.
No shit, Shamrock.
Ghost Eye, have those planes evacuated yet? Not yet. Evacuation's still not complete.
No. You get a medal for doing 10, frontline landings in a row. It's called Needle's Eye. So return line landings, refuelings, that doesn't count. But landing in the middle of battle on Lake Silvat, yeah, that counts.
Target down.
It's because frontline battle or landings are
10 observation craft remaining. These guys are unmanned.
unique to A6.
We have radar lock on.
Although I really wish it would come back.
Garuda 1 destroyed the target. About half the observation planes have been destroyed. Keep your guard up.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, the Tomcat's beefy. I've taken 2 glancing Nimbus hits, and I'm still not at 50% damage yet.
Target down. 5 observation craft remaining. Range of impact confirmed on radar. The observation plane must be
Actually,
right
now
in
that I
there.
think about it, there's no required landing minigames. There's some takeoff ones.
4 observation craft remaining.
But you're not required to land. Although in A6 you do end up landing the most, because everyone.
In gun range. Talisman,
Because quite often you're switching your SP weapons. Mission operation. Damn it. You know, destroying the Alicorn's marker drones is a lot easier than a Guyon's.
3 observation craft remaining.
If only we could have shot him down at Grace Maria.
Garuda 1 launched missile.
Give me control 09. I'll pilot it manually.
2 observation craft remaining.
Shit!
Talisman, Shamrock, just keep it up a little longer. Just 1 observation craft remaining. Garuda 1 launched missile.
Well, A7 does have aspects from a lot of different games. From 4, it has the lack of a wingman. From 5, you're an Ocean. Shit! Fucking hell!
supposed to defend that?
Their missiles are being guided by observation planes. Shoot them down and the attacks will subside. Each missile's estimated range of the impact shows up on radar. The observation plane should be located right in the center of that range. Garuda team, shoot down those observation planes. You've got to hold out until all our forces have been safely evacuated.
I lost control!
Flying in the Nimbus sucks, especially if it's a surprise Nimbus.
Garuda 1, ESM is active. We have radar lock on. Garuda 1 destroyed the target.
From A6,
You're approaching the return
there are
line.
actually quite a few
Maintain your current
A6
heading to base and resupply.
things incorporated into A7. For example, Helios. That is Nimbus. Just without marker drones. The Yellowcorn's marker drones. Again, that's Nimbus.
Perfect, Garuda 1.
Then
Garuda 1, commence carrier landing checks. You're clear to land. Garuda 1,
the
you are clear for takeoff.
SASM, the SASM. Whether or not this is actually true or not, I've read about it on Acepedia, so it has to be true.
Garuda 1, restrictions have been canceled.
The SASM is basically
Garuda 1, ESM is active.
A6's Sidewinders. They're proximity missiles.
Garuda 1 destroyed the target. We have radar lock on.
Come on. Ow! I wasn't anywhere near a Nimbus. What the?
Have those planes evacuated yet?
Not yet. Evacuation's still not complete.
Yeah.
Target down.
So far, no one's carried over A6's AI capabilities. They're friendly AIs.
Missile missed its target.
10 observation
Which is
runs
probably a
remaining.
good thing, because the reason why I'm totally okay with allies taking my kills in this game, I still get the points for it. You don't in every other game, except for 5, where you actually do end up having to rely on your allies because you run out of missiles.
Our evacuating forces have taken damage.
Unfortunately,
Missiles can be stopped if you shoot down our observation planes.
Shamrock is better than all 4 of your
Range
Ace
impact
5
confirmed on
wingmen
radar.
combined.
The observation plane must be right in there.
Not to mention Windhover, Sky Kid, and avalanche.
Stop, you idiot! Do you want to die?
Target down. About half the observation planes have been destroyed. Keep your guard up. Garuda 1 launched missile.
We've lost monitors 01 and 04. Advise the pilot on local speeds are 409.
Damn it.
Target acquired. Commencing attack support. Tally ho. Commencing attack. Commencing attack. Initiate
5
attack.
observation craft remaining.
Bang the target.
4 observation craft remaining.
Give me control of 09. I'll pilot it manually.
For fuck's sake.
Garuda 1, Box 1.
Shit!
Talisman, you're in pretty bad shape. This one's mine.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know how to use Fly's Wingman. Apparently. Because, as you saw from my RNG Ace 5 stream, when I tried to kill the Rimfaxi with the F-15C, I gave them F-35s and Rafales. They had anti-ship missiles. I told them to attack the Rimfaxi with their anti-ship missiles. And they were going after the fucking UAVs. So we lost.
Talisman,
I can
Shamrock,
guarantee
just keep it
you.
up a little longer.
If I had Shamrock, or hell, if I had Pixie, the Rimfaxi would have been dead.
Two observation craft remaining.
But I did everything I was supposed to. I gave them anti-ground weapons. I told them to use said anti-ground weapons against the Rimfaxi. They did nothing. So up until that mission,
Locked on.
I was willing to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Just one
But
observation
yeah,
craft
they were
remaining.
better than people were saying. They just, you know, those growing pains. They were the first controllable wingman, so maybe the programming wasn't that great. But no. After that mission, they are the worst. I will take
This is a phase of
PJ.
safety. Way to stick it up,
I did
Garuda.
tell them to. I did authorize use of SP weapons. I told them use your anti-ship missiles against this fucking ship. Like, I don't see a ship, a submarine's a boat.
Supposed to defend that.
Ah!
Thanks to your great cover, our troops were able to get through the peaks of Solemna with only, but our unit is within range of Edward.
Anyway. Actually, is there another mission that I can possibly use? Because I really don't want to do the drone dogfight again. There's Vitose. Alright. And that's Starscream, that's exactly what I mean. I can't pull up the footage now, but normally I have them on disperse. But for that one I needed them to attack, and I authorized use of harpoons, and they apparently had their thumbs up their butts because they didn't do anything. Meanwhile, I tell Shamrock, hey, I want this thing dead, and then all I hear is say, or then all of a sudden I hear like 12 missiles launch at the same time because he's activating his AMRAM, or ADMMs. And then everything in that general area is dead. Okay, so as we saw from Solimna Peaks, the base F-14 is fast, fairly maneuverable, stable, great at long-range air-to-air. Not so much short-range air-to-air. Now for War Dog. As we can see, we lose some mobility and some air-to-ground, but we gain a lot more in air-to-air and speed. Stability and defense are the same. Ace Combat 5 War Dog Squadron aircraft. An aircraft featuring an improved speed and performance for emergency interception. Defense has been bolstered by exchanging anti-surface weapons for an increased anti-air weapons payload. The Ocean Air Defense Force 108th Tactical Fighter Wing Detachment, War Dog. This squadron, often referred to as the Four Wings of Sand Island, secured a vital naval port and continued to play a crucial role throughout the course of the war. Nugget, the Ace-5 wingmen couldn't use the TLS. There are a lot of SP weapons they couldn't use. Alright, so we are going to continue using the Sparrows. And you know what? Shamrock, you can take War Dog too.
How about my weaponry? Are we ready to fly with these planes?
But as you can see, there's the 16. The OMDF symbols, the NZ tail code. The almost Jolly Roger style. I think this was... They're missing the Jolly Roger stripe on the nose.
Garuda team, time to take off.
Those bombers have passed through the mountains and are still on course for Vitose. They're here. Head back to the base if you need supplies. You can land there at any time.
Already you can see the lack of the loss of mobility compared to the base American model. Although it seems to be getting better at higher speeds.
On its way to Vitose. Take them out.
Fight a good fight, troops. You're our only hope.
But we've got 5 more Sparrows,
Garuda team,
the
it's
base
in your
Marion
hands.
model.
We've got to intercept those bombers. Stay within range of the radar facility. That should give you the upper hand in battle.
Look at all that smoke. They're under attack on the front line. Our air defense network won't last much longer.
Also, we are much faster.
Where are the enemy bombers?
Also, we decelerated a lot faster in a high G turn. If I kept it up any longer, we would have stalled.
Missile struck target. Lock on.
Bandit, dead ahead. This one's mine. Headquarters, have the civilians evacuated? Number 2,
Box 2. Enemy bombers are approaching the city. Get on the scene immediately. More enemy bombers detected on radar. It looks like another formation.
Oh, you took 2 Sidewinders, huh? How about some guns? Now, don't get me wrong. As much shit as I give
More planes are showing up on radar.
the Ace 5 Wingmen, I do like their characters. It's just that in gameplay, they're shit. At least they are whenever I play.
Damn it! What a bunch of lies! How about that, zombies? Don't be thinking you can get through here! Careful now. The enemy has you on radar. Second enemy bomber is down. I've got a lock.
Box 2.
Kill confirmed. That makes 1 kill for Garuda 1.
Only one?
I've been strained. Who the hell did that? Almost in effective range.
Come on. There we go. Now, where did that bomber
The enemy
go?
has a lock on you.
There you are.
More enemy bombers incoming. There's quite a few this time.
You want to play, huh? Is that it? You want to play, you stupid phantom? Fine, we'll play. Let's go. Bring it! I'm your successor!
Enemy plane in gun range.
I do your job, but better.
Enemy bombers incoming. Intercept.
You may have adopted the gun, but I was born with it.
Missile missed its target.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you. Lock on.
I never actually noticed that,
Careful now.
but
You have
yeah,
a
that would be
bandit on your
very
six.
annoying.
Take out those bombers first and foremost. Don't worry about the escorts.
Get him. Everybody once more. Control, I have
Boop.
an ejection malfunction.
4th enemy bomber confirmed down. Keep up the good work.
Andy's here. Have all civilians been evacuated yet?
The enemy fired a missile. 5th enemy bombers are on its way down. At this rate, we'll get them all. How many do we have left? Let's stay in formation.
Bombers are still incoming. Stay sharp.
This doesn't look good.
See, that's what I like about A6's enemy indicator. As you can see on the top left, it has the health and
Enemy at 6 o'clock.
a video picture of the enemy.
That's a kill.
And you can see that allied attacks actually do damage. Now, typically they won't outright kill TGTs because that's your job,
Talisman is locked on.
unless you specifically tell them to attack it. Like in an allied assault or telling Shamrock to attack.
Enemy bombers are approaching the city. Intercept.
But no, people honestly don't, I think, realize how useful A6's enemy in picture is, because you can kind of tell where your target is, or what the target's heading is. And it gives you that much of an edge as to know when to fire the missile. And it will take, or the picture will get fuzzier the more damage you take.
Radar lock. Keep an eye on your 6 o'clock. Ninth bomber down.
All enemy bombers have been eliminated. We somehow plugged every last one of them.
It made it easier to know when to fire the missile. That didn't necessarily mean that the missile would hit.
Whooping all that praise on us has got me a little
I think my biggest problem is
Roger that.
A6 wants you to lead your target because that's how physics work.
That's pretty harsh, Ghost Eye.
all planes.
Leading your,
Home now.
or pulling your nose ahead of your target gives the missile a shallower angle or trajectory, which means it's more likely to hit. That's not how it works in Ace 5. You have to be like exactly on your the enemy 6,
Enemy
it appears.
aircraft around the Kessid perimeter have been significantly weakened. Our forces have taken it. We expect the best from you.
And so the whole missile detection or tracking feels wrong to me. Alright, we'll go with Vitose again. Or is it Pang? Now, as we can see, we have lost a lot of special weapons. We go from 30 Sparrows to 18. However, if you noticed, we also lost some speed in air-to-air. But we gained stability, a shit ton of mobility, and lost some defense. Cherry Blossom aircraft. Specialization of the turning performance has resulted in precision, mobility, and stability. However, the necessary reduction in weight was achieved at the expense of armor and payload. Its graceful form conjures up images of cherry blossoms on the wind, at once striking and serene. We also lost Sidewinders. We only have 120. But it does have the Blaze's markings. NZ, the Ozzy and Randall 16 number. You got the War Dog emblem on the top of the tail there. We'll go ahead and keep the
Which plane should I select?
Sidewinders. For the Sparrows. Shamrock.
How about my weaponry?
Stay
Are we
with
ready to fly with these planes?
Yeah, markings. See the Ozzy and Roundel. On the PS2, I've had about maybe 10 clears. I had unlocked all the planes. Including all the super planes. And I did all the mission branches on, I think, normal difficulty. For the PS4, I think I've had like maybe 5 clears. And I have beaten Ace difficulty on all missions. But I refuse to get S ranks on all missions on Ace just because it's too frustrating for me.
Garuda team, time to take off.
Again, I love Ace 5 story and soundtrack, but I can only take so much of its gameplay at a time.
Those bombers have passed through the mountains and are still on course for
So I'll end up playing Ace 5
back to the base if you need supplies.
for a couple
Command
clears.
anytime.
And then I'll be done with it for a couple months or so. Now, as you can see, look how
Garuda team, a formation of enemy bombers is on its way to Vitosa.
tight this thing turns. Granted, stall speed is a little bit harder. Higher,
This
but
territory is all we've got left. Garuda team, it's in your hands. We've got to intercept those bombers. Stay within
oh yeah,
range
this
of the
thing
radar
has
facility. That should give you the
purpley
upper hand in
pink
battle.
Is Hestovaki trying to raise our entire country?
missile trails.
They're under attack on the front line. Our air defense network won't last much longer. Where are the enemy bombers?
I'm working on it. But no, the Holy Trinity game that I typically play the most is Zero.
Enemy bombers are approaching the city. Get on the scene immediately. More enemy bombers detected on radar. It looks like another formation.
All planes head back to base once you're out of bombs. Initiate bombing.
Although that might be because I love the protagonist of it, and it's so much.
More planes are showing up on radar. It's another bomber formation. Intercept.
But of the Holy Trinity, Zero is the closest that comes to 6 in terms of gameplay. For one, your special weapon select or switch button is, or can be set to square, which is really great for the muscle memory. You do have the bore sight, which gives you a lot better prediction on missile tracking. You have a very competent wingman in Pixie.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you!
Ow!
Enemy bombers incoming. There's quite a few this time. down.
Also, the planes tend to handle the closest to A6.
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar. Garuda 2 launched missiles.
Garuda 1's plane is down.
Ow! What the hell?
Lock on.
Did it run into me?
Watch out for that missile, Garuda 1. Enemy bombers incoming. Intercept.
As you can see, Cherry Blossom or Zipang has no defense.
4th enemy bomber confirmed down. Keep up the good work. Fox 2. Target hit.
Watch out. The enemy has a lock on you.
Take out those bombers first and foremost. Don't worry about the escorts. Bombers are still incoming. Stay sharp.
Yeah, I've got a working PS2 memory card. But good luck trying to find the PS1 era games. 'Cause at least in the States, they're hard to find. Not sure if you guys know this, but you can land at Campania.
Enemy bombers are approaching the city. Intercept.
Watch out. The enemy has a lock on you.
Yeah, not many people realize that yes, you can land at Campania Airfield. The only time there are only 2 missions where you can't land on the airfield. Well, 3. That's there. First one is Invasion of Grace Mary because it's on fire. Second one is San Loma Assault. For some reason, you can't take the airfield back. Hate it. And then lastly, you can't land at Chandelier. As amazing as that would be. But every other airfield, every other mission, if there's an airfield on the mission, you can land at it.
Radar lock.
Ninth bomber down. Lock on.
All enemy bombers have been eliminated. We somehow plucked every last one of them.
Enemy bomber formation is confirmed down. I have to say you handled things well.
Putting all that praise on us has got me a little too red in the face to go back home.
Roger that, Avalanche. I'll just report you as gunned down and missing in action.
That's pretty harsh, Ghost Eye.
All planes, it's time to get on home now. Try and make it back for supper.
The enemy bombers have been hard.
Okay, so while that one was highly maneuverable, it clearly has some problems with taking hits.
Attention all.
The next one, the purest form of the Tomcat, the Rosgrees. Now this takes from the Super Tomcat model, or skin from Ace 5, which is why I don't see the Jolly Roger stripes. But comparatively speaking, we get more speed, less mobility, much higher defense, almost no air to ground, but air to air is back up. I'm more or less showing them off, Manny. These are the DLC aircraft for A6, and they have different stats and stuff, and I'm kind of showing them off. Today we're doing the Tomcat. Another interesting note, while every A6 plane has a Raspberry skin, most of the time they came in packs, where you get like 3 or 4 Raspberries aircraft in a single pack. The only one that didn't was the Tomcat. The Tomcat's Raspberry skin was a solo pack. It was the only one there to help kind of differentiate it.
Garuda team, time to take off.
Alexa, play Highway to the Danger Zone. Actually, I don't have Alexa, so it wouldn't matter. Rosgrees reveals itself.
You are cleared for takeoff. Don't get overeager. Just do what you always do.
This is without a doubt my favorite takeoff sequence. That scene of the entire series.
Takeoff when ready. All aircraft under airborne command's jurisdiction following takeoff. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
When history witnesses great change, Rosgrees reveals itself. First is a dark demon. As a demon, it uses its power to rain destruction upon the land, and then it dies. After a period of slumber, however, after a period of slumber, Rosgrees returns, this time as a great hero. I love the lore aspect of the Rosgrees mythos. It's my favorite thing of Ace 5.
Go ahead and I'll follow your lead. Never was good with directions anyhow. Garuda team, you are authorized to engage any hostile aircraft above Grace Maria. Roger that. And the Golden King smiles.
And I love the implication that after Chopper died, your wingmen literally get possessed by Rosgrees. Now, spawning the Rafales in this one's going to be tricky.
Talisman and Garuda 2 Shamrock. We are currently in a nation is under attack by unknown forces. Do whatever you can to fend off the invasion.
Garuda 2, roger that. Garuda 1, you call the shots.
Because we don't have a good multi-lock missile.
The enemy is expanding its field of attack. Stay alert.
Garuda 1, there's too many of them. Use your SP weapon.
But as you can see, this kind of handles similar to the base Amerian model. It's just a little bit more mobile.
Focus all anti-aircraft fire on those bombers. Don't let them get any closer. Fox 2.
We interrupt this program for an emergency news report. Great Barrier is currently under attack by unidentified aircraft. The damage apparently extends throughout the entire capital.
Please be safe.
We've got an ID on the invaders. We're engaged with the Estovakian military.
The Estovakians. Our economy's been in shambles for years. Looks like they found
Yeah, the F-14's doing what it does best, killing bombers.
The Estovakian threat level has been reduced. We should be able to hold out against them.
Garuda 1, we've almost got them. Let's do this one plane at a time.
Ah, shit. I missed something. I missed one, and I think it's gonna be... It's gonna be close. Okay, I was able to spawn the Hornets, but I don't have the time to spawn the Rafales, so I'm going after the green targets.
So those bastards think they can barge into someone's house without even calling first.
Unbelievable. I say we teach them a few manners before we kick them out.
Yeah. Now, Manny, were those F2s or F-16s? I couldn't tell.